Hey, what's up, you guys? This is Ninja XTX, and I'm back to share another video with you guys. This video is actually lesson 132 in my Chairbound Escrima series, and we're continuing on with our lessons in Tombatoyok, or the Filipino Nunchucku. Now, in the first lesson of the Nunchucku training, I showed you guys how to do shoulder passes as a fitness drill. Now I'm going to talk about the combative aspects of shoulder passes. There are three elements to the combative shoulder passes, or the combative elements of shoulder passes. When you're going behind, you're actually, when you grab it and pull it through, you're making a strike. Grabbing the nunchucku, pulling it through, making a strike. Actually, you end up making two strikes. One is when you grab it and pull it through. The other one is when you catch and come back with a diagonal strike. You're basically making two strikes. One flashing out, and then a diagonal. One flashing out, and then a diagonal. As you flash out this one, you can also go forward with it like a whip, as if you were taking a nunchuck and whipping somebody, then coming up. Let me move up a little bit further so you guys. In fact, I'm going to do it from a side view. Now, flashing out, diagonal, flashing out or diagonal, flashing out. And the whipping strike would come like so. So basically, that also accounts for the rebound of the nunchucku. Because when you strike something, it's going to rebound and it's going to cause a reverb. So what you do is just bounce the let's say if they're wood, you wouldn't necessarily want to bounce it off your knee, but you want to use it, you want to bounce it off something that you can recover from it, if that makes any sense. So, the first aspect of combating nunchucku is this. Flashing out, diagonal strike up, flashing out, diagonal strike. Now as you do the diagonal strike, remember you might want to add a whipping strike to it, or this is another strike that actually comes from Escrima. Hit with the tip of the nunchuck that you're holding. Hit with the tip of it, and then come forward and follow through. Then take it back. Let me back up and see whether this picks up on camera. Alright. As you are holding both ends, you let one go, flash out. And as you retract back to the other shoulder, let it go, diagonal strike. And that carries on. It also, when you alternate from each armpit or shoulder, you're also basically doing a mini figure 8, which can come in handy when you're wanting to do a whipping strike, because it creates momentum for the strike. So here are the three elements combined. And here we go. Flashing out, diagonal upward strike, flashing out, diagonal upward strike. And notice as you're flashing out, as I said, you're doing a mini figure 8 each time you're coming back. So here we go. That was the diagonal strike. Now, as you're doing the diagonal strike, let's say your attacker still recovers and tries to hit you. That's when the figure 8 comes in. And it builds up momentum for your strike. And then you just strike out to disarm him or whatever. To disarm him, hit him, to stun him. Basically, when you're doing the whipping strike, it's like this. Think of it as hitting with the toenail of your first stick and then bringing it all the way through. And then you want to return it. Strike, return. So basically, this is the drill that I want you guys to practice with the nunchucku. Strike, return. Go into passes. Then when you do the passes, slide the figure 8 in there somewhere. Catch. Back to passes. Mini figure 8, or I like to call this one the windmill strike. Back to passes. and then figure 8. Back to pass. Windmill strike. Now notice, some of the time I had my hand down, my guard hand down like this. But what you want to get in the habit of doing is bringing that empty hand to your center line, or back up to your center line. When you're doing the shoulder passes, notice the opposite hand than the hand that you got the chuck in is basically at your center line until you bring it back to catch. Then, as you flash out, the now empty hand is protecting your center line. And you can make a strike or windmill. Figure 8. Shoulder passes. Windmill strike. Now I may hit the side of my chair when I'm doing some of these strikes, but in actuality, that teaches you how to recover if you hit something that you're not planning to. That teaches you how to recover or take the vibration from each what's the word I'm looking for? From each strike that you may not be prepared for. So in actuality, or it may look like I'm messing up, but in actuality, I'm learning from my mistakes. So that I don't make them in a combative situation. So, and this is the last time I'm going to show the full combative aspects of the shoulder passes for this video. Okay. Diagonal strike. flash out, windmill, diagonal strike, figure 8, flash out, windmill. So basically, you will have a series of 4 techniques of the shoulder passes. 1, where you catch 2, diagonal strike, 3, figure 8, 4 is the windmill strike, which sets up front of the strike. Now, from that windmill strike, you can come forward and strike, or you can come up under and strike. It just depends on the angle of attack. I hope that makes sense to everybody. Please take care of yourselves and each other. One world, one love. If you have any questions, comments, or requests, please send them to my YouTube account. Or if you know how to get in touch with me on Facebook, please send them to my Facebook account. Thank y'all. Love y'all. Bye-bye.